Welcome to the show where you can win a fortune, but only if you've got the golden balls. Once again, we have 4 players looking to bluff their way to the big money. A recruitment consultant, the owner of a limousine company, a warehouse manager, and an accounts handler. But who's got what it takes?
Man, if it's me, just anytime there's an old lady, I'm trying to take her heads up.
The golden balls. And behind me, there's 100 more up in the golden bank. And there's only one way to find out how generous the golden bank is feeling today, and that's to start the ball machine. There they are, 100 gleaming golden balls, all filled with lovely money. How much? Who knows, but it could be an incredible £75,000. Oh yes, the golden bank is churning them around. Now, let's see how much is coming out to play today. Here they come, golden balls full of riches. Everyone good news? So, let's have some bad news. In the shape of the girl with the license to kill, Amanda, who sticks 4 of her dreaded killer balls into the mix.
How dare he blame Amanda for the killer balls?
So, there they are. The first 16 golden balls of the game. Some are cash, some are killers. And now each player receives 4 golden balls.
Man, if you just have good eyesight, you can fucking see what balls are what.
2 for the front row.
That's ridiculous. I reckon I can keep track of at least 1 ball there, and obviously you'd want it to be a killer.
Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing?
Hello, Jeff.
You'd run bad if it came over to you.
We always start the same, with 16 golden balls. 4 of them are killers.
I'd love to play this game.
Through more killer balls than you need to, it'll decimate your jackpot. You know the damage.
I'm not trusting many of these people, I gotta say. Maybe the 2 ladies heads up for a split.
And
that's the only
contain
chance.
Amounts anything up to £75,000.
Let's see them.
You've got to kick out the killers and keep the cash. Let's see what's on show today.
You can't really judge people till they start talking.
Tony from Tameside.
This guy could be a brilliant bloke or a complete scummer.
Good to have you on the show, Tony.
No idea.
Nice to be here.
What do you do?
I own a stretch limousine company.
A stretched limousine company. Now, stretched limousines used to be in the early days, I mean, you know, you were looking for like President Bush or the very minimum, the Queen's Corgi. Yeah. Now you see a stretched limousine, you think, well, how many bare bums are going to be hanging out of this one? What's your biggest limo?
42 foot long.
Where'd you get that from?
Bought it actually in from California. It was Michael Jackson's limo. It was originally bought for him.
What, the Michael Jackson?
Yeah, the Michael Jackson.
Blimey.
Not that we advertise that anymore.
And you've had a checkered career.
Order a
you
limousine
used to be a stripper.
From the United States.
What sort of furniture did you deal with?
This guy's a fish.
It would have been the antique stuff.
Right, maybe he's all good.
Do you think you're going to be lucky today?
I hope so.
Well, let's find out by seeing what's in your golden balls on the front row.
Right.
You learn a lot about people in round 1.
Golden ball. Oh, bad news. It's a killer.
Okay.
He didn't feel too bad about it. I don't mind this guy so far.
My second one is £250.
Oh,
okay.
Shit. Bad hand.
Our next player is Carly from County Durham. Hi, Carly. What do you do?
I work in recruitment. I'm an industrial recruitment consultant.
Okay, but you used to work for a record label.
I did, yeah.
What was all that about?
Print. I worked in marketing and promotions about 4 years ago now, and it was for rock
polarizing
bands
opinions
of the
about that guy.
1970s and 60s that we had to look after.
What, old rockers?
Yeah, old rockers.
Because they're all making a big
She actually seems really nice.
Yeah,
who did you do with? Anybody we would know?
Bands like Hawkwind, a band called Fish.
Yeah.
Tasman Archer, who isn't really a
no, but Hawkwind, very famous.
Yeah.
Okay. And you organise speed dating in Newcastle?
Yes, I have done a few events.
What's that about?
Basically where guys and girls who want to find true love get together and speak to each other for about 3 minutes, might have a little salsa dance and 3 minutes chat, and then they just tick
Nervous
the box
is a good sign, IMO.
And they go and get married,
yeah, hopefully.
Carly, you're
it's all about
up
splitting
today.
in
Let's
this game,
see what
man.
you have on your front row.
Right, okay.
Looking for 3 killers.
I have a killer.
She also didn't take it too badly.
And I have 16,000.
It's a good hand.
Our next player is Sandra.
Not that bad of a hand. Unless people are repping huge amounts.
Now you're looking for a job.
I am looking for a job.
What job would you like, really?
Yours would be very nice. 1 hour a day, brilliant.
That's clever.
Oh, Sandra, you won't be going through to round 2.
Loads of money.
If you want to do this job, for a start, you've got to have all your hair cut off.
All right,
That's what they did to me. Oh, yes, they did.
I remember you with
There's
hair.
actually a legit
I used
crowd.
to have hair, yes, when I was
Thought it was
about
pants.
6 months. Now, you're very safety conscious. I thought this was a bit amusing. Like, when you were a young lady, when you were walking home, you used to walk home in the middle of the road so no one would jump on you.
That's right.
As a safety factor, I think you may have missed a turn there. In the middle of the road. Now, what are you going to do?
Well,
You're going to risk 300 cars a minute or, you know, the one guy that's out there every 5 years.
Well, when I was a teenager,
Yeah.
which was quite some time ago.
5 years ago.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
There wasn't so many cars on the road.
Oh, I see
and
what
the
you're
time
saying.
the time I used to come home of a night time from the clubs or wherever, you know,
Okay.
no cars on the road.
Sandra, your third one up today. We've got 2 killers on show, some decent money. What have you got on your front row?
Right, let's have a look.
Nice hand, please.
I've got 1,300.
Old.
Okay.
Old.
And £1,000. No killer balls.
No killer balls.
No killer balls.
Well, we're trying to find 2 more killer balls. I wonder if our
I'm
last
never really
player
in for a
today
young guy, I gotta
has any
say.
on his
But
front
that
row.
last
It's David
episode
from
really
Bedford.
changed the tune.
Hi, Dave. What do you do?
I'm a warehouse manager for an internet fashion company.
Ah, every job
So if I'm
has its
talking,
humour.
am I
Where
louder
does
than
yours
this dude
come
or
from?
what's up?
We have a large Polish community at work, roughly around about 70% are Polish.
Do you speak Polish?
Very little.
Yeah.
I mean, I picked up a few words like broken, nidziała. So when the printers break down, we use that one, so
You wanted to be a professional footballer,
I did.
but you couldn't find a wag.
I couldn't find a wag, no.
Who did you play for?
I had some trials for Earthling Borough.
Who?
Earthling Borough, who become Russian and Diamonds at a later date.
Oh, right. OK, yes, of course, yeah. And you didn't get through?
No.
Did you play football still?
Very rarely.
Oh, all right.
I blame my job for it, but
Yeah,
it's
not enough
always true.
time.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
David, last person up. We're looking for 2 killer balls. Have you got any on your
To
front
be
row?
fair, this is exactly what we
have a
felt about the last young guy in the previous game. But he really
have.
changed my tune.
£70,000.
What?
Lord. Oh dear Lord. Like,
Also
even if he
got-
has Killer in the hole, I'd probably rep Killer.
Killer.
Interesting.
If he's packing the
Over
last Killer, I'd probably
£88,000
reveal it.
on show here.
I think people are going to take you for
Now,
the 70 greasy
You
outs.
each have 2 golden balls on your back
Killers
row.
are atrocious,
That's for
but like
your
you have
eyes
to run
only.
good in the
Don't
final
show the
either
other
way.
players what
Like you
have.
want to have
We're
a
gonna come
massive
back and
prize
find
pool
out what they
potential.
are.
Like
Look
no
at your
matter
back
what
rows
happens
now.
in the game, if the last ball that gets dealt out heads up is a
I'd
70
like to
greasy,
play an honest
you're
game
fucking
and be
done.
friends with everyone in the hope of not being
I
voted
think
off.
the 70's worth a lot.
Well, if I'm unlucky enough today to get bad balls, I'm going to look at the next weakest player and try and turn the team against them.
I'll set out to play an honest game, but if I'm dealt bad balls, I won't hesitate to lie.
I will try and convince everyone that I'm the type of person that my fellow players can take through to the final.
Okay.
I believe her too, even though
You've
she
all
said
had a
I'll try
good
and
look
convince
at what you
everyone. I
have
still
on the
believe
back
it.
rows.
I think we've got a lot of splitters out here, man. I got to be honest.
£88,000 on the front row. Someone kick this round off.
I'll kick it off for you, Jasper. When I seen the killer ball on the front, I was pretty gutted, and I've only got 250, but I have been lucky on the back row. I've got £30,000 here, and I've got £15,000 there.
What the fuck?
And I have absolutely no more killers.
IMO,
know
that's a
that
dumb
you're
bluff.
lying because I've actually got. No, you're not lying.
No, I'm not lying.
She's got a good hand,
100%.
though.
I've got 30,000
That's
there,
not a bluff.
and I've got 15,000.
I've got
What have you got?
19,000
The 30-15
and
is probably
5,000 and I thought I had 15,000 for
Yeah.
a second there, and that's
Well, you
why
haven't. I have
why-
definitely got 45,000.
What else have you got, Sandra?
I've got 12,000 here. I've got 3,000 here. I've got no killer balls whatsoever, and that's the honest
The thing
truth.
that's looking
Someone's
good.
lying because I have £600 here and £7,500.
Right, Tony, you're lying then because
Why am I lying? I've got 30,000 and I've got 15,000.
I would quite. If I had a
You're in a
second
strong
killer, if I had a
position,
second
David.
killer, I would come up because I've got 70,000.
David,
there.
look
I
at
think you're fighting for your life
Yeah,
over there.
definitely.
You again, sorry, Tony.
Women don't tend to trust younger women because they're kind of jealous of their attractiveness. But I think that in this situation, the guy's lying. I believe the girl
Yeah,
more.
you're
I think
telling
she's
lies
like
there.
more of a
Yeah.
pleasant
I'm not
chick.
telling lies. I know
Not that
I
much
am
of
in
a
the weakest
hustling
position.
female. Like all
Wow.
females
You
hustle,
are.
of course,
balls
but
on the back row.
I think she's nice.
Obviously, David, you've got to
I
go
would
through.
come clear with
What
another
we're
killer.
actually looking for is not just the money on the front.
15 and
We're
30,
looking
it's a
for where the other
moron's
killer
bluff.
is.
And I think
Yeah.
you've
No.
got
Charlie
it.
could
One
have the
is
other
double
killer.
the
No,
other.
I think you've
Maybe
got
one of
it.
them's
Tony,
true.
you
think
Maybe
I
one of
got
them's
it?
1,500
You've
or
not got a
3K.
strong hand on the back row
You know what I'm
anyway.
saying?
I've got
It's kind of like a
12,000,
dummy bluff.
3,000.
That's not a very strong hand.
David, he's clutching at straws,
I think
honestly.
he's clutching at
I think when
straws.
she
I
woke
know
up and
that
checked her
that's a
whole
bad
card,
front row.
that's
He-
too
he's
elite of a
not
bluff
got a
for a
good
random
front row
fish to
either.
make.
And
I
with her
believe the
protesting
younger
so
chick
much,
has a good,
I
at
think
least
she may well have
one
the
good
other
card
killer.
at
I
home.
think you're protesting too much.
I promise I am telling the God's honest truth.
David, at the end of the day, you're
But
going
she might,
through.
like, look, I've been
got
hustled by a female,
45,000
you know,
to
she
take
might be
through.
getting me.
We've come here to win some money.
I can't
She's got
tell
16,
lies.
she
I
could
have
possibly...
not got a killer.
She could
I
possibly...
promise
Well,
you.
you might not have a
19
killer.
and 5.
You might not have a killer, but you certainly haven't got half the money that
I've
I've
got 12,000 and I've got 3,000.
I promise
you've not
I
even
have
got half
19
of the
and
money that
5.
I've
I
got.
wouldn't lie about
But
it.
that's only your
I've got
word
no
against
reason to lie.
mine.
Well, who are to
Okay,
believe?
God's
I'm
honest
telling
truth.
you, you'll prove that in the next round.
You've
and-
got a small amount on the
I
front,
promise
so
I'm
you're
telling the
inflating the
truth.
ones that you've got on the back. You might not have the other killer.
I think you're true
that
there,
would
David.
be the way that you would expect it to be. What I'm saying, David, is I've got 45 to take through.
Panicking hard.
She's saying
It's
that she's
rough
got
when, like,
12,000.
everybody
There's a
jumps on one
possibility
guy. It's kind of a
that
tough
she's also
spot.
got a killer.
No, I haven't
So
got a killer.
you
I
take
have
her
not
through,
got a
and
killer.
she's not got the 12,000, and she's got a killer.
I definitely
I have not got any killers.
He doesn't
here.
know.
Trying to
He
ask
should
me,
have.
I
He should have
really
kept
have not
attacking
got
the
a
younger
killer.
chick.
Why should we trust you?
100%
Because I'm saying I
promise
have
that
not got
I'm
a
telling the
killer.
truth.
Well, I'm
And
telling you,
I
I've
don't-
not
He
got
started
I don't
going
tell
after the
lies.
random
I
other
have
lady.
not got a killer.
And are you saying I tell lies?
Well,
Sandra, I believe
Only you know
you.
that.
I've got 45,000. What's going to happen here, David, and I'm telling you, you need to take notice of this. These two are going to align with each other, and you
This
are
is a
going to end
good.
up
This is a
out.
good bluff by him.
Now, you've got the most money, and you can
Be
make
worried
the
about the
decision
female.
here.
He's trying
I
to
agree.
do.
It's concerning.
Would you rather go through with me?
But
If
the
I'm
old
correct,
lady
I've
already
already made
shit
my
talked
mind
the
up.
young lady, so there's not necessarily
Okay,
going to be that
Sandra, why
dynamic.
should they keep you in the game?
because I have no killer balls, I've got all money.
He's not a
It
good
may
salesman.
be
I think
as
he's
much
getting
as
mucked regardless.
David
He's
or
got the
Carly
killer as
was
well.
showing on their front row.
That's my guess.
But I've still got all money.
Carly,
I
why
believe
should they
that
keep
too.
you
I
in
think
the
she's a
game?
splitter.
I'm
You need
telling
her
the
heads
truth. I
up.
promise I'm telling the truth. I've got 19,000, 5,000, and I'm not gonna. If like in the next round, if I am proved to be lying, then you can vote me out. But I'm telling the 100%.
Why
Yeah,
should they keep you in,
I
Sammy?
actually
I've
think
got
I
one
completely
killer ball
believe
on the
it
front,
too.
I've got 45,000.
I completely
on the
believe it.
back.
I want to see
I
chick
will
chick
take
heads
you
up,
through, and
chop
I can
chop.
tell you now, David,
That's
if
what
you
I'm
don't
rooting
take
for.
me through, one of these two is going to vote you off in the next round.
Well, of
They're
course
gonna
they are,
make
because you're a
this an
fucking
all-girl
stealer,
final.
probably cunt.
Yeah,
David,
it's not-
why should they keep you in the
Not like
game?
that.
I have 70,000 sitting on the front. I know I have the one killer ball and cash amounts on the back. So I've got over sort of £80,000 or £75,000.
Okay, someone has to leave the
Old
game.
lady has a
and
killer.
their
That's a sick.
balls
That's a
will be
sick
binned
random read.
and out of the game.
To
for
be
good,
fair,
whether they're
like
killers or cash.
she's played it well if she's got it. But like
you have to make that decision
the
between you.
guy with the 15 and 30, he's kind of run bad if that's actually what he got dealt, because it's such a dumb bluffers amount, and he's more likely to be a dumb bluffer like Occam's razor wise. If he actually got dealt 15 and 30, it's kind of a ridiculous unlucky spot for him. IMO. I love the chop chop, yeah, because I'm a chopper. I'm all about the show not winning, you know? It's the people versus the companies. The evil corporations.
As always, at this stage
Nah,
of the game,
dude,
the
if
players have
70k
voted.
had a killer,
One of
he
them
should just
is
say that he's
about
got
to
2
leave.
killers. It doesn't
Who
even matter,
is it
honestly.
going to be?
It's too strong of a
It's
hand
not been
on
a very
this
quiet
board.
affair, apart from £70,000 David. The finger of suspicion has been stabbed wildly in every direction. But
Nah, Gloves, this
where
game's
has
all
it
about
come to
reads, man,
rest?
for sure.
We're about to find out
Like-
after the break.
There are ways that he could have convinced his way out of that. Like last episode, there was like a chick had a bad hand, but she just like repped the hand, like the biggest card, and nobody like folded. Nobody called her, you know.
Welcome
And she
back.
had it because
the game
she's
continues.
got dealt. She's like,
the
wow, I've
votes
got
are
the
in.
nuts. Everybody,
Our
I have
four
the
players
nizzles,
have
and they're like, yeah,
decided
of
who is
course.
leaving.
And then she had the
Whose
worst
golden
board,
balls are
and then
being
she had all
binned?
the power.
Well, it's been lively, it's been passionate, but now
This
for
limo
one
guy should
player,
have picked his
it's
target.
over.
He should have chosen. Do I want to go after the chick?
The first vote is
to claim that she has double killer, like this chick to rep that she had double killer, or do I want to claim old lady with no money has the third killer? What's a better bluff? I would have gone after the chick personally.
The young second vote is 4.
Should have gone after old lady? Nah, I don't think so. Because old lady's a good target to get heads up anyway. Ooh, okay, weird.
The third vote is 4.
Tony. This should be a 3-to-1 sweep.
Tony. The fourth and final vote.
Tony's a fish. He voted for Sandra.
Tony.
Yeah, get the fuck out, man. Now, the real question is, guys, I'm going to pause for a second.
You are claiming a 15,000...
Do you think he has either a 15 or a 30? Because my guess is no, but one of them is going to be, like, the one cash ball that he does have will be based on one of those two numbers. What do you guys think? This is a generic read that tends to be correct. I'm an Occam's razor man. You reckon he's got a 3k and a killer? That seems reasonable. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 150 and a killer.
Pound ball?
And that's you think he's got the 15? David, you should have listened. These two girls are going to vote you off.
Okay, so he's got a 15.
Now, these three are convinced you have a killer on your back row. You were claiming
if old lady has a killer, she's like, I'm suspicious of her.
I told you I haven't, and I told you where the killer was.
Oh no.
It's only 4,000, but I haven't got a killer.
Dumbass motherfucker, man. Why wouldn't you just play the 4K, man?
You were claiming a
It's too obvious he's fucking lying about one of his two big balls.
Yes, it is.
So stupid. He could have just saved himself.
5,000.
She's got it, by the way. She's got 19. So yeah, old lady's got it. Whoever called that, nice hand.
It's 19,000.
Such a moron saying I'm 30 instead of 4.
Wow.
Stupid motherfucker. Old lady will be voted out next? Carly? Maybe not, because she could still be a splitter.
Sandra. Sandra, you are protesting that you do not have a killer.
I do not have a killer.
You were claiming £3,000?
I said I had 3,000, and I have got 3,000.
Oh wow, the 70k guy takes the weirdest line ever. Oh my god. That's
Son,
so
is that a killer ball?
He says
is
if I had to, I would announce
it.
I agree, you should announce it. The fact that he didn't should just get him chopped out of the game next round.
But it isn't 12,000 either, it's £950. So I told you I didn't have
I believe the lady, she said it's all cash amounts that I promise. I felt like, okay, maybe she lied a bit about the amount, because people love to do that for no fucking reason. Let's listen to his donk logic.
This was
£600.
I'm sure it is.
I'm just going to pause this, okay? Because this guy said, if I had the killer, I would say it. And again, like we explained last episode, it's kind of like I don't know what the word is, sabotaging? Yeah, self-sabotaging to not play your cards face up in round 1. It makes you a much likelier target to not be believed for your bluffs in round 2, which you might have to make. You know, if you get dealt shit, you have to bluff round 2. So like, say you get dealt shit in round 1, you have to bluff then because you might get binned off. But then in round 2, you can just wake up with fucking nizzles. Your face-up balls are just the stone nuts, and you've got all the power. And then it didn't matter. But like, what is more likely to happen, and especially if you get dealt a good hand, like this guy's a good hand, even if the last ball was a fucking 50, unless it was 3 killers, which we know it's not, he should have just said, oh, I've got the other killer and a 50-pound ball or whatever. And then people will want to keep that 70 in, like I explained, because if it's the last ball that gets dealt heads up, you're going to get cash money. And you need that chance to be alive. So now this guy's fucked, IMO. The lady should chop him out regardless because of his stupid bluff. Unless he gets face up 70k cash ball, I guess then. But like, I don't trust the fucking guy, and I think the two chicks might split.
It is £600.
Okay.
Now let's listen to his retarded logic.
Task to do before you leave us, and that's to bin your balls. Bin the killer, because they'll be happy to see that go.
There's one killer.
250.
If this guy just said what he had, he was all good.
4,000.
4,000.
But the fact that he made an unnecessary bluff there, it does show that he might have been like kind of scummy.
Tony, you binned your balls, but you're out of the game.
People are just dumb.
Thanks.
Like, it was just a dumb play.
Thank you. Thanks.
Glad to see the show stop before Souls took over here. Shitty. A lot of old game shows were like that. They were exploitable. Like, there's a great episode. You should check it out on YouTube. I've already seen it, so I can't like watch it.
stretch
Actually,
limo and bearing his backside.
It's like a guy who takes on this game and it's all about like buzzing at the right time, and he like figured out like the RNG because it's like primitive RNG technology.
Cash balls
I can't remember what it's called, but like they tried to like. Anyway, the guy like took them for 100 grand basically. He crushed them. He's an absolute hero. They make him out to be such a villain in this episode, like this documentary about it, but he's a fucking hero. He's an absolute fucking hero.
So there's now more money in the game, but there's also one more killer. So you have 15 golden balls in play, killers and cash. Each of our players
so I was like, wait, this is a
receives
fucking bluff.
5 golden balls at
He's
random.
like, oh shit, fold.
2 for the front row.
But he had the nuts. 4 grand is like a good ball.
And 3 for the back. Congratulations, you've made it through to what
yeah, he studied
could
the
be
frames, that's right.
a large
Press Your Luck is the name of the show.
amount
Yeah, thanks,
of
man.
money.
If you guys
Let's
are curious
cut
on that,
straight
it's
to the
really
quick
worth
here.
watching, man.
The top
Press Your
5
Luck
balls you've got
scam.
brought
Just search
through
down
from the
YouTube.
first
It's
round
awesome.
add up to £113,000.
Alright, so look, I'm rooting for the 2 chicks here. I feel like they're splitting. I'm a splitting man.
Let's see what's on your front row.
So I want them to wake
killers,
up.
Remember?
Oh, yeah, he's the first one.
But she's trustworthy though.
And £950.
All right.
The thing is, even if you're trustworthy, I'll let you guys sweat these results with me. But like, here's an important part of this game. Even if you're trustworthy, like this lady was obviously trustworthy last round. Like she said what she had. Like the other lady slightly bluffed or whatever, but you know she still had all cash balls. If you get dealt nothing, you can still be a splitter and have to lie because you just think you have to lie. That's how the game works. And if you said the truth, you feel like you'd go out, and you don't want to go out because you want to split the money. So, like, it's much more important to take a splitter than anything else. Like, if this guy's a fucking stealer, like, fuck this guy. I don't like this guy. If I took this guy in the final somehow, I'd steal 100. Like, I don't want the show paying this guy out money. You know? I'd be sick to my stomach if this guy walked away with cash. You know? Fuck this guy. He's a fucking fish.
What do you have on your front row?
But yeah, do you get what I'm saying? Like, even if that chick, like, had killer face up.
£16,000.
Oh my god. If this guy wakes up with 70 though, it's actually GG.
And I also have £1,250.
Okay. Like, even though this is his board, this is a good board.
Okay.
I think the lady should take the other lady.
Sandra, do you still want my job?
Can we wait till the end, please?
Oh, you want it both ways.
I do,
like
yes.
that,
What have you got on your front row?
Pretty sure the guy will split,
I have
really.
£3,000. But I do have a killer.
Right. 2 killers on show. 2 killers to find. You each have 3 balls on your back row now. You don't know what they are. You're just about to find out. Have a look at your back row balls now.
Cosign, maybe just
If I
go
am
to
lucky enough to get
Wikipedia.
through to the final today, although I will feel bad about it, I am going to steal.
You fucking bitch.
I would like to split 100% if I'm lucky enough to get through to the final, but that's dependent on my fellow player.
Wow.
If I'm lucky to get through to the final today, I shall decide on whether to split or steal depending on the size of the jackpot.
Ah, very fair. Okay, so I've misread the situation.
One of you is
The young chick just had it in round 1, you see?
Here's the deal.
If you have it, you get trust.
There's a £19,000 ball missing, a £70,000 ball missing. More importantly, 2 killer balls missing. If you don't find the 2 killer balls and eliminate them, the cash amounts will be decimated, literally. Noughts chopped off the end when you get to bin or win.
Girls, I would just like to say straight away that this balls in front of me are seriously big money. I have the 70,000 has come back to me again.
Right.
I have the 16,500 on the front, and I have 2 smaller amounts on the back as well. £1,300
sorry, I wasn't.
and £600.
I think this guy has it, and he's going to choose the old lady correctly.
I'm telling the truth again. I've got 19,000, what I had last time. I've got 9,000, which must be one of the new balls, and I've got 5,000 again, and that is the
There's
truth.
2 killers out there.
She says that she's
Yeah,
got
I've
the
got
exact same
20,000
balls
in
as
this
last
one.
time. It's just easy
I've
memory
got
trick.
5,000 here and 1,000 here.
Right,
Yeah,
well,
I've got a killer on here, but I have no more killer balls.
Well, there's somebody lying.
Old lady just said
Someone
she
be
had the
honest, Someone
5.
must have a killer, another
I've
killer.
got 1 killer, and I'm being
Right, well,
honest
hold
with you,
on.
Carly.
That can't be right then, because there's two
David,
killers.
you're saying you've got the 70,000
I've got the
again.
70,000 there.
Have you got a killer?
I have not got a killer.
Honest.
I'm in 86,000. I would come clean with another killer, and I have not got another
But you
killer.
didn't last time, though, and you had
I panicked last time because I had
60,000.
50% of the killers.
It's
So I
a good
would
amount.
share that,
I'm
split that with
I'm
whoever.
definitely going
Definitely
to
a
split.
good
I haven't
amount.
lied so far, and I'm not doing
For
it now.
£20,000, that's quite a lot of money.
20 is new. The 19,
That
no one
is
else
new.
has claimed the 19, so I know that
No, I
Carly
think you
has
had
the
that
19.
last time.
Yeah,
What
I
other
had
two
that.
amounts have you got, Carly?
I've got 9,000, which is a new ball. That's why I think that Sandra might have another killer.
No, I don't have any other killers.
Someone's got a
Yeah,
killer.
I have not got any killers,
And
so
I've
I
got
know there's 2 more out there.
5,000. Yeah,
and it's
and I've got 5,000.
one of you
But
could have 3.
I have not lied all the way through this.
David,
They
I'm
could
a
both
bit
have two.
concerned.
And I will split with
Potentially.
whoever takes
I mean,
me through.
Carly's got a small amount on the front. I mean, maybe she's got another killer, maybe she hasn't.
I actually think this time, so last round the guy lied about having another killer. He said he would play it if he had it. There is no chance this guy's getting voted out now, and he said that he doesn't have any killers. This time I actually believe him. Like, because he said for the last round he panicked because he had 50% of the killers. I can sort of see that. It's incorrect, but it's like the donk puss splitters logic of how to play the game. And that's who you want heads up. So this boy, he actually has no killers, IMO. And now these chicks probably have 2 each, but there's a chance that Youngie got 3 of a kind. Like, she repped her 2 previous fucking balls. It's a fish-ass bluff. I mean, if you got Delta, it's kind of unlucky. Like, again, like the other guy. Like, it's such a fish-ass bluff that if you got dealt the hand, it's kind of unfortunate for you because it's so stupid. So I reckon that Youngie might have trips.
19,000 to be quite honest with you.
Yeah,
What were your 2 amounts, Carly?
19,000,
Number 2.
9,000, and 5,000.
Okay.
See, I've got a 5,000, and
See,
mind you, there
that's-
could be 2.
Sandra, right,
So I've got
Sandra-
5, 1,
Sandra's
and 20.
lying.
Can I ask you a
Someone's
question?
lying
Youngie's
about
gone.
killers. Of course you can.
What's your plans for the final game?
To split, definitely.
I
Because
would
I
want
think,
to split.
especially with
I
what
want
I've
to
seen
go
on
home
pre.
with some money.
It's about trust now then.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
telling the
trusting,
truth.
isn't it?
I'll turn it
And
around
I
this
do.
way.
It's funny
I
when,
really
like, the
want
guy
to
who
split.
seems scummy has all the power, but he's actually just a great guy. He's a 100% splitter.
That's definitely true.
Carly, if you definitely
Like,
haven't got
one.
any killers on the back, then that means that Sandra has the other 2
But
on the
I
back.
haven't- I have
That's my
not.
concern now, because I know that I've
But
not got
David,
one.
if-
That
if
either
you
one of
were
you has
able to,
3,
could I trust you
or
to
you
split?
have 2 each. I
David,
don't
I
know.
don't tell
David.
lies, and I really have not got another killer
Could I trust
ball.
you to split though if you...
I would split 100%, yeah. That's my game plan all along.
I think she does have the 19.
I would definitely
The
split.
young
I
chick
want
has the
to go
19,
home.
but not
I
the
think
5.
It's nice to go home with
I
some
think
money
both of
each.
these ladies have 2
It's
killers.
what we've
At
come
the end of
for.
the day, my point is, I haven't lied.
Actually, maybe
this is
maybe
what
Youngie
I've
got
got.
trips.
Now-
She got
And I'm gonna be
19 plus
honest and
killer
split.
If you
killers.
take me through, then the game at the end, if we pull them out right, is going to be for big money. So I would definitely.
Queeness, there would be
Can
no
I
point in
ask
him
David,
bluffing
do you
now,
believe
unless
me?
I guess he had the
I
case
believe the
2 killers.
19,000.
But he's got the
I'm
70
keeping
as
stuff
well.
on
It's like it's
20,000.
such a
I definitely have
nizzle's
got
hand.
20.
Right, okay. And
Imagine
what
if he
about
doesn't have the 70. Yeah, well, they would be the most retarded fish ever.
I'm not
'Cause
sure if the other
they would
killer
not be
equals 2
repping the
killers each.
70.
Sandra?
And they'd be
what do you
getting
think?
voted out
Do you
with
think
it.
I'm telling the
I
truth?
think you've got
If
either
you have
one
if
extra
the
killer
killers
or
appear in
maybe
the
2.
end game, they
I
cut
definitely
your
haven't
prize
got-
pool.
Right, Sandra,
They make
I
it
really
10%
think
smaller.
Sandra's got the
Sorry,
killers
10%
No, I
total.
haven't.
It's
Carly,
fucked.
why
They're so
should they
rigged.
keep you in the game?
Because I've proved to be honest. I mean, I was honest in the first round, and everything that I said
Blondie
was
said
true,
her balls
and I
before
will
Old Lady,
split
and she
with
claimed the exact
whoever-
same balls.
if I do
Young
get the
guy said that he had the
opportunity
70
to go
straight
through,
up with
you
no
can trust me
killers.
that I will
Sandra, why
split.
should they keep you in the game?
10% of the
I've
current prize
said-
pool. So if
I've
the
been
killers come
honest
at the start, then
on
the
this
prize pool
game.
is still
I
all
have
good.
not got any more killer
If
balls.
the last ball is
I
a
will
70,
split
the
with
prize pool's
whoever
always at
takes
least 70.
Me through, or me taking them through. I mean, obviously
We'll see.
David's got a high amount, so he's probably the one in the driving seat.
David, why should they keep you in?
Nearly £90,000, no killers, and 100% sure that I'm going to be splitting in the final round.
Okay, it's time to vote. Someone is leaving golden balls.
Carly has
Have to vote
strips. I
now.
hope so, because I want to see a chop chop ski. I feel savage. Imagine young guy getting fucking stolen from by his mum. Can you imagine that, heads up? Can you imagine your mum just like taking your entire role and your ego and just fucking stepping all over it? That would be brutal.
Our players have decided. The votes are in. Somebody is
But
about
I think
to
when
leave. It's become a detective
when old lady
story.
says she'll
2
split or
hidden
steal
killers,
based on the prize
2
pool,
new cash
she's
balls.
splitting if it's
All
big,
the
and
clues
she's
are
stealing
out
if
there
it's
in
low.
front of them. Have they worked it out? We'll find out after the break.
That's my generic read on that spot. Although that said, people don't want to sell out for a small amount of money, so it is an interesting one. I feel like old lady,
Welcome
if
back
she's
to
like
Golden
50-50
Balls.
on
Our
whether or
three
not to
remaining
split,
players
and
have
she just
decided.
trusts that guy
One
completely,
is leaving the
she'll
game
probably
and
split
their
it up.
golden balls
The
are
final
being
speech
binned.
is where you really get the
With
read,
the
though.
£70,000 golden ball, David appears to be in the driving seat, but there are two missing killers, and any one of them could
I can
have
see
them,
why the
including
opposite would be
David.
true, Adam, because of like
It's
you're
time
selling
to
out for
reveal
less
who
money,
survived
etc.
and who's been binned. The first vote is for Carly. The second vote is for
If I was the young chick, I would have
Sandra.
played a trust game and
The
rep
third
the. You have
and
to rep the
final
70
vote
though. That's what
is
they don't
for-
do correctly. If you have the killer, just rep the fucking 70.
Carly.
Yeah. Which is so sad, but like, I guess that you can't be that sad if you had trips. So I guess old lady had the
Carly.
second killer. They had
Yes.
two each.
There is a disputed £5,000 ball between yourself and Sandra. Have you got it?
Yes, I have it. There we go, David.
We know there's a £19,000 ball there. Because
Wow, she
no
got
one
dealt
else
her own
claimed it.
hole
Can you
cards
see
again.
that?
That's so
Yeah.
disgusting. Run bad. Because it makes her look so
David
sus.
is fascinated as to what this third ball will be. You claim
Old
it
lady.
was a new 9.
Old lady, like, I don't know if you guys caught this, but she casually says that she has 5, but maybe there's a new ball. You know? It's actually just a great, like, look, I'm a whale. Like, look at me, I'm just a whale. I've got a 5 here, you know? And it makes it look like the young chick's repping the 5. Like, that was a great bluff by old lady. Old lady is in full fucking command here, heads up, I will say.
£9,000 ball.
It is a killer.
So it was 2 each, which is what can you really do, you know what I'm saying?
Sandra.
They both have
open
to
your
bluff, kind of.
£1,000 ball.
But not really. Like, if they woke up with the 70, they wouldn't have needed to bluff at all.
1,000.
So this guy's going to be a bit
was a
tilted because Sandra's got
£5,000
no money.
disputed
Or
ball.
old lady, I can't
Is
remember
it
if she's Sandra or
5,000
not.
or is it a killer?
No, it's 5,000.
What the fuck?
It was a new ball.
That's
Now then,
that is
David, you
weird,
know
man.
what this one is.
There's a lot of variance in
Or
this
do
fucking
you?
game. You know,
Is it a killer
it's hard to solve.
or is it a cash ball that you claimed was?
Well, it's sort of a cash ball, but it's a killer. Sorry.
David, you were going to have to
Sort
bring
of a
2
cash
killer
ball?
balls
That's a
through because you
weird,
were in
like,
the
I don't
driving
get it.
seat. £600?
Joke.
Remember which one it is?
This guy just has the
£600.
utter nuts.
1,300?
1,300.
Hang on.
He's excited to get his
know
70.
you're
I love
dying
how
to show
they're
us.
just so.
It
They're
is
just
a
imagining
massive
like
amount of
being
money,
on their
obviously.
holiday with
Show
their
us
new
the
car. You know, these
£70,000
fucking fish.
golden ball, please.
It's come
He's
back
so
to
he's
There
so
it is.
ready to cash it in, you know? He's gonna be so devastated when he like the final prize pool is like nothing and it gets stolen
Carly,
from him.
you've been a great contestant, Rich. We've been delighted to have you on the show. Before you go, you have to bin your balls. Can you bin the 2 killers? That's that one there.
Why
That
does
one
this
there.
guy always do this?
The 950.
I swear to God, he only does it with the young
5,000.
girls. I feel like if this show was on
the
today, this guy
19.
would have got fired for some weird sort of
Carly, you've binned your balls,
mansplaining
but you're out
bullshit,
again.
you know?
Thanks for
Okay,
playing.
thank you. Good luck.
He did this to the young chick last episode as well. He's a fucking weirdo, this guy.
We say goodbye and good luck to Carly. 10 golden balls go forward, 8 cash balls and 2 killer balls. They're going back into the ball machine, and the girl with the killer golden orbs, Amanda, adds 1 final killer ball.
It's just
But
a
somewhere
fucking
in those
joke
11 balls,
that heads
we
up
know
they put one
are the
more
5
killer in the
cash
game.
amounts that can
It's
make
such
up
bullshit.
your maximum potential win today.
So this is what's going to happen.
We've
They're going to
seen
draw
them
5
already.
balls
They
to
are
be their prize pool.
£1,300.
If say the first ball that comes out is a 70 grand, and then the next
5,000.
ball that comes out is a killer, it chops it by 10. If the ball after
and
that's a
that
killer, it
astonishing
chops it by 10. So
70,000
70 grand can come out as
golden
$700. But if it goes like
Sandra
killer,
and
killer,
David,
killer,
you've seen
70
off the
grand,
competition,
like 70
but
grand,
now
then you're
you
playing
have
for
to
all the
play
cash.
together to
So it
build
depends
up
what
as
order they
much
arrive in.
cash as you can. It's time to play. Bin or win.
Why wouldn't they put high values in the front row? Because you don't choose what hand you
There
play.
we are, the final
It's like
stages
stud,
of
you know,
golden
you
balls.
get
David,
dealt
you've made it
face-up
through.
cards.
Sandra, you've made it through.
They'll
Congratulations.
be completely rigged if you could do that.
Well, look, the good news is, and it is good news, Your maximum potential jackpot today.
No. The guy's literally like this guy's 100
95,000
fucking splitting. Like legit, I believe him completely.
You bought through.
This lady might
2
take
killers.
his
We've
lunch
added
money.
1, so there's 3 killers there. So you have 11 balls, 8 cash, 3 killers. Now, we're going to play bin or win. David, you're going to start by picking a ball to bin because you have bought.
Marouane, I don't think they're adding it for
When you pick a
entertainment
ball to
value, my
bin,
brother.
It goes out of the game.
I think they're just
altogether.
like
Whether
trying to
it be a
like
killer
lose
ball,
less money.
Please.
Make the show
or
more
whether
profitable.
it be the 70,000.
I wish it was
ball.
like that though, man.
Heavens
Like
forbid.
that there was a good reason
So
for it, but
whatever you
there's
pick
not.
on a bin ball goes out of the game. You then pick a ball to win, which goes into your golden 5, and these golden balls make up your jackpot today.
Instantly
Now,
binned off. Racist
while
moustache.
you're building your cash, if or when you pick a killer ball to go into your golden 5, it knocks a 0 off your total.
Yeah, I've
So if you've got that £70,000 ball, and then you pick a killer, it goes down to 7,000. Another
So this guy's
killer,
explaining about the killers.
and it's 700.
Yeah, so
Another killer, and
GTO
it's 70.
is steal 100%
Okay, you
of the time.
understand that?
The way that
All right.
Cole and other
Well,
people
anyway,
explain
we're
it
wishing
is
you the very, very
you can't
best of
control
luck.
what ball your opponent plays.
David, pick a
If
ball.
you play a
to
split, you can
bin.
only win half the pot. If you play a
Try and
steal,
win us some
you
money.
can win the
Go
entire
for it.
pot.
Well,
So your EV
you've
is higher.
done well so far. You've picked me, so you can pick a good one to
Worried I
bin.
seem to be attracted to the £70,000.
The
But what I would say to
70,000
you, heads up, if
twice.
we got heads up in this game, I would
Not
say,
just
mate,
yet.
I don't want the show to win. I'm going to split 100%. If you want to be a dickhead and steal from me, you're going to get all
Shows
the
what
money.
you've chosen.
But I think
So
it's a
it's
fair
a killing.
proposition
It'd
for
be a
us
great
both to
start.
split. I don't want the show to keep the money. I think we should go away with it. I'm going to split. And then I would just split. And if you stole from me, maybe you would feel like you played at GTO and
highest
shit, you're a
possible
boss.
win is still
But I told you what I was doing and why.
£95,300.
And you chose to fuck me over because you thought it
David,
was
pick a
better
ball to win.
to steal all the money instead of going for a
If you
fair
pick a
proposition.
killer at this stage, it's not too bad because
That's how I
your
roll.
accumulated total
Fuck
won't
the
be
show.
affected because you haven't
Fuck
got
the
one.
show and their fucking rigged ass killer balls they're putting in the final round. Fucking rigged show. That's what I would
all
do,
look
man.
the
I would
same
just
to
chop
me,
it. If you
so,
steal, it's like,
yeah,
I don't
just
hate
pick
you.
one.
I'm glad that the show didn't get the money. Do I really want this old guy and his show to have the money? Nah, fuck that shit.
Your first winning ball
Thank you
your
for the
top
sub, Adam
golden
G88.
5 today is
Say hello to YouTube.
a killer. Okay.
Alright, so first ball to win's a killer. That's good. I believe that
Only
there's
2 killers left.
3 total.
Your
So yeah, 2
maximum
left.
possible jackpot is £94,000, providing you can get that 70,000 into this top golden 5. Sandra, over to you. Pick a ball to bin.
As I had 2 killers in the
I wouldn't
last
steal,
round,
honestly, I would
I'm going to
split.
go for one near to me.
Somebody has to do it, man.
This is 5,000.
5,000. Okay. It was the 3rd highest amount available.
Yeah.
It means your highest possible win is now 90,300.
Okay.
Pick a ball to win, Sandra.
Any ideas where I should go?
Look, the
I love these
70,000
trust building
still out
exercises.
there.
I
You
think
could
this
get
game
into this top
is
5,
going to
you've got a
come
really good
down
chance
to
of
basically,
earning
does
something.
this lady want to steal? So get a read on
I
her.
know you want to do my job.
I do,
Adam
yes.
says, watch the channel a ton.
just
Just
yet.
needed to show some love. Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Practice.
Appreciate it.
You know
I like when
something
people sub to
do.
me in not poker. But sorry, there's no notification because you know it fucks with stuff. I'm not sure about this lady, and I think I guess we have to see the prize pool
For your
too.
golden 5 today is £600.
It's really all about the last ball.
cash and you're
Like
on your
hopefully
way.
the 70 is live.
Your highest
We
possible
really want to
win
just
is
see
now
killers at the start.
89,600. There are still 2 killers out there. David, pick a ball to bin. A killer would be really,
Oh wow, what
really
the fuck,
useful.
man? That's so nice of you, bro. Donk Shove Poker receives a gifted sub. So does
Bin.
Mr. Noodle,
bin.
T1 Tilt, Cat Pubes, and Game Theory Poker.
Not too bad.
Adam G88
Killer.
with 5 gift subs. Thanks a lot,
Okay.
man.
Okay, bin it.
May this prize pool be chopped in your honor, man.
Now,
What's your
David,
guess, Adam?
pick a ball to win.
Actually,
If this is
it's
a
kind of
killer,
too
your
early to
total
call
cash,
it. Like, you really have to
600
see
goes
what the
down
prize
to
pool is,
£60.
because the lady said that she might split or steal, not sure.
This would be a good time to pick
So the
the
prize pool is
70,000.
relevant, and the final speech is relevant too.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. That's so nice of you.
Okay. If this is one of the 2 killers left, your £600 goes down to 60. If it's the £70,000 ball, you're on track for 89,600. We won't reveal a thing until after the break.
Hey, Bonsai subbing now too. Look at all the subs coming in during the golden balls.
Before the
This
break,
was streak.
David and Sandra had amassed
Looking forward to
£600
EPC, yeah, man. Thanks a lot.
today's
I'm working. I'm
jackpot
going to make a
total.
video today for that.
There are
too.
2 killers left on the table. They've given me this ball. If it's a killer, the £600 goes down to £60. If it is the £70,000 ball,
I think
they're
that,
on
yeah, the
track
content
for
will be really good.
£89,600.
I'm not sure. Like, I don't want to get too sidetracked because we're doing this now. But yeah,
This third ball
EPC
is
should be launching by the end of the month, 28th of July. Latest, I think.
1,300.
Is that to win? Oh
Total
man,
cash
there's
is
2
now
killers left.
1,900. Your highest possible win is 87,000.
But look, how many balls are left? 4?
70,000.
They have a 25% chance of playing for at least
Come
70
on,
greaser.
Sandra.
Right.
Oh, sorry,
Stick the
it's a
ball to
20%
bin
chance. That's 5 balls.
Get a killer.
Should I just go for it?
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, you want a killer at that stage, honestly. But now it's really just all about...
Yes.
Okay, so there's 1 killer
Good,
of
Sandra, quick,
4
get it out
remaining
the way.
balls. But the main thing is there's, like, you only got
Only
2
one
outs at
killer
hitting
ball
the 70.
3
And then, like, if you
cash
hit the
balls.
70 now, a third of the
Big
time
ask,
it gets
but come on,
chopped
Sandra,
by
pick
10.
a ball to win.
This one, lucky one.
This is the lucky one. This is the 70.
If this is a killer, it's fucking fine.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
If it is,
They just need to hit the
I might
70.
just offer you my job.
Yeah, Kitchen Mafia, I guess that's an interesting play.
70,000.
No way. Wow. Imagine holding.
There's 3 balls left, David. One of them is a killer. There's a 16,000.
Imagine
ball
fucking holding
and a
right now.
3,000 ball.
Imagine just holding
David,
up.
Pick a ball to bin.
Come on, you could do it.
I'm the killer.
You can do it.
I keep looking at that one.
Wow. This is
This is a
ridiculous.
ball to bin. If it's the killer,
I didn't think it was
mine
going to
will give
happen.
you
I got to admit, I'm so used to them just bricking off. But then,
3,000.
okay, so it's a 50-50. 50-50. One Timme. And the boys reckon
You have
that old lady was only going to
16,000
steal if the
ball
pot
out
was
there,
small.
and you
Sorry,
have
the
a
pot was
killer
big.
If you pick the £16,000 ball between you, you'll be going for a jackpot today of £87,900. If you pick the killer, your jackpot will be 7,190. This choice is worth £80,000.
I'll explain why I think that, Adam, if you're still
David?
around. Now there's 2 Adams I'm
ball.
talking to. Fuck.
To win.
I can't help you. I
can't help it.
No.
I just want them.
know.
I just want them to hold up.
They
Let's see if we can get a hold here.
so You've done it.
God damn it. Does the old guy know in advance which ball is what? Nah, his memory's probably not that good.
Your final winning ball today is
Fake slur roll.
16,000.
Yeah, he always fakes slur rolls. I remember that about this show. Okay, so look, before they give the speeches, we'll be able to read into these speeches a lot, but before they give their speeches, so before we were discussing, basically, this guy said he was going to split 100, and the old lady said, oh yeah, this is good, we'll do a poll, yeah. The old lady said, new poll. All right, let's get a poll going first. We'll give it 1 minute, all right? Submit your guesses, boys. Go, what will happen? Because I think guys stealing 100, we can probably all agree with that. Lady robs him blind. Lady chops like an angel. All right, let's fire off a little poll. Submit your guesses, boys. Oh, it's fun. I can watch what's happening. I wrote shops. Maybe she goes shopping with the prophets. Obviously meant chops. Now, so what we were discussing before as we sweat the result of this poll is She said she would split or steal depending on the prize pool, and I think Adam's read is probably the consensus read, and that is that if the amount of money is low, they don't want to like sort of sell out their character for stealing that low amount of money. Like say it was £2,000, do they really want to steal for only 1,000? And then if it's big, well, there's at least something to play for here. That's why they would be stealing. And I actually disagree in this scenario because I think that like she's an older lady. The amount of money being small, it's like, well, at least she could make like a few thousand by stealing. Whereas if it's a huge amount of money, like she doesn't need all of that money. She'd be happy with just some of that money. So that's like the two sides of the coin. And I think that we've got the results in with 23 against 16. So the boys are undecided, which is it's fair. It's a tough fucking spot. And look, we'll get a better read when she gives her speech. But man, I hope for a chop, and I hope I'm right. I'm gonna go with the chop. I'm locking in the chop. Brecker reckons both steal. The guy said he's chopping 100. I believe him.
Oh, let me see.
He said it like in a private interview thing.
Wow.
No.
Yes.
Finish, Cliff. Finish.
Another vote after the speech. Maybe.
Okay. You have got in today's jackpot.
Now let's just run it out.
£87,900.
This is a sick pot.
It's a staggering amount of money. You have one final choice to make. It's time.
Oh, she gulped.
To
I
play
mean, it's high
split
stakes either
or
way. Like, if
steal.
you get fucked here, you're probably.
Okay, David, Sandra, 87,900 in
He
your
looks
jackpot.
like a stealer,
The
but
question
he's
is,
not.
can you
know.
keep it? You have two final golden balls each. They're the most important golden balls in the game, particularly today. You each have a golden ball with the word split written inside. You each have a golden ball with the word steal written inside. You will make a conscious choice.
I wouldn't feel
of
embarrassed,
picking
Adam.
the
You just
split
feel okay.
ball
The show lost that
or
amount of
the
money,
steal
thanks
ball.
to you.
But you will not know.
They thought it was fair to steal from
what
you.
the
Okay,
other player has
that's up to
chosen.
them.
If you both
I think it's a
pick
fair proposition
the
that we
split
both
ball,
chop the amount of money and the show doesn't keep it.
you will share today's jackpot of £87,900, and you will
I
both
wouldn't
go
be like,
home
if the guy
with
stole it. Like, do I really hate him so much that I'd rather
£43,950?
the show kept the money? Like, really, do I hate him?
If one
Probably
of you
not.
splits
I
and
changed
one
my
of
tune
you
on this boy.
steals,
The young
whoever
boys change. I'm
steals
changing tunes on the young guys.
goes
I
home
have a bad read on them
with the
initially,
total
but
jackpot of
fucking sweethearts.
£87,900, and whoever splits goes home with nothing. If you're both extremely greedy and you both choose the steel ball, you go home
you're gonna pull out the knife, huh?
with nothing. And there's £87,900 out there for the taking. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
These speeches are gonna be
Okay.
absolutely
I'm gonna ask
fucking
you
enormous.
to check your golden balls to see which is the split ball and which is the steel ball.
Dude, if he
But be
somehow
very
stole
careful,
though,
do not show each other what they are.
I would be like,
Have a
wow.
look now.
You know, that's
Very,
like
very
really out
careful.
of left field. I just completely believe this dude. It really depends. Like, it really depends. Does she value her integrity? Is
You know
that what
which
she
is
meant?
split and steel, David?
I do, yes.
You know which is split and steel, Sandra?
I do.
Okay.
She did lie successfully
Before
in the
I
past,
ask you to choose,
and it was a weird
as
lie.
always, I'm going to give you a little bit of time to talk to each other.
Sandra, we've been on a journey together. I chose you over the top of Carly because I trusted you and I believed that you would split with me in the final. I never dreamed that we'd have as much money over there as what we have got there. £43,000 is certainly more than enough for myself. I'm 110% sure that I will split with you because then we can both go home very happy people.
Well, David, you brought me through, and I feel the same as you do. We've got a real good jackpot there, and it would be nice to go home. We've both come here for money,
Absolutely.
and it would be nice to go home
Definitely.
with some.
Good.
I don't like that speech, man.
Sure, in
I
your
don't
own
like that
mind, you know what
speech.
you're going to do.
Positive.
Yes, positive.
Yeah. Promise you.
I mean,
am
look, if she
splitting.
steals from me,
I
just
promise
fuck
you
it. Here's the
100%.
cash.
120%.
Okay.
Please
David,
don't be
Sandra,
lying, lady. Give me some
choose
faith
either
in
split or
humanity here.
steal. Now, hold the balls. Are you happy with your
The
choice?
speech was kind of off-putting, I'll
Are you
admit,
sure?
but who knows?
David, Sandra.
You're smiling.
Split or steal?
Yes, baby! I was nervous, man. I was fucking nervous. Nice!
Fantastic! Well,
I had a bad feeling, like I'd seen it and she stole. I was like, oh no, is this true? Oh, please, not like this.
How do you feel? What are you going to do with it?
Fuck me, man.
Count it.
That's how you do.
that
Fuck
is
the show.
Fantastic. I was
this show.
dreading splits.
Give me all the money.
Steal, but you did it. Wonderful. Wow. Split. Giving
God, where's
money
Cole,
away
man?
has
That was a
never
good
felt
fucking
this
episode,
good.
man. Fuck.
So it just remains for me to say they have been terrific.
They have been
This has
terrific.
been Golden Balls. Until next time.
I'm never going to judge a young guy again. I'm going to let him talk and stuff.
Winning 43,000 is a lot of money, and I shan't believe it till I get the cheque in my hand. I can't believe it at the moment.
Winning over £43,000 means the absolute world to me, and I'm going to
Love
enjoy
it.
spending it.
These guys absolutely crushed the show. Now they're going to go fuck, yeah, get a hotel room and some of that. What a sick fucking episode, man. I had an incredible time watching that. God damn, man, this show's too fucking good.